All right, let's get the reaction. Philip, Everton fan, on the lines right now. Philip, happy with the decision? Did he deserve a bit more time? He didn't get much in the transfer window compared to other managers. Did he deserve a bit more backing?
To be honest, mate, none of the fans wanted him in the first place. It's not even a Liverpool connection for me. It was the fact that he went to Newcastle and then went to China. He's gone to China to get his retirement funds, and then next minute big money jobs called him back. He shouldn't have got the job in the first place. I'm made up to see him gone, to be honest.
He started off the season quite well, though.
Well, he won 3 games. Ancelotti started it off quite well the year before. We finished 10th. So, makes no odds on that. The money bit, yeah, I could hold his hand to that, where he didn't have much money to spend. He bought in Damari Gray, which is great, but, was that his transfer or was that Marcel Brand's? You don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Philip, as much as Rafa's to blame here, again, 1 win in 13, you're going to get this sacked. Surely the players need to be looked at as well. I mean, these are the same players that... Look at Carlo Ancelotti and the job he's doing at Real Madrid. He couldn't get this team going. You've had top-class managers. Farhad Moshiri's backed the managers as well. The players deserve a lot of blame here as well.
Oh, no doubt about it. At the end of the day, if this new manager comes in, whoever it may be, and then these players start performing, is it a case of they weren't doing it for him on purpose? Look at the situation with Luca Dean. He's left for a reason. Was it stubbornness out of Benitez? Maybe, but with Luca Dean, you don't know his part of the story. Did he do anything? Unfortunately, we're not there to see all this, are we?
So, Philip, you're not in a... Obviously, there was the banners out yesterday. Benitez get out of club. You're in the... Are you in the sack the board camp as well? Because you can't have a go at Moshiri for how much money he spent.
No, mate. Listen, Moshiri's made more money in his life than I'll ever see in mine. I'm not saying he's a great businessman, but I don't know if he knows football.
No.
The problem with Everton, if you look at other clubs, Liverpool, Man United, once you get a player and they're not good enough for your club no more, you move them on. Yeah. Everton, you give David Underwood's got a job. Leighton Baines is a coach. He's talking about Mike B. Duncan, Ferguson. Who else have you got? Graham Sharp. What's he sitting on the board at Everton for?
Yeah.
Just get rid of, everyone's saying Duncan Ferguson to be the new manager. The players won't act up with him. He's been there through the last 5 managers. So obviously he's not doing his job properly if the players aren't scared of him.
But he doesn't have as much say when you're number 2. You don't have no say.
But he's had an interim role there for.
But also, Philip, a lot of other fans would say that they want ex-players to be at their club because they know what the club's about and how much it means to them and how the club should be run. So a lot of fans are happy with ex-players being involved with their club.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Duncan Ferguson was my hero growing up. Honestly, I liked Duncan Ferguson, and I still do now. And obviously, when he had that short-term spell, and it was great, it brought the atmosphere back to Everton when he played. We got the crowd there. And listen, mate, if he comes in and does a great job till the end of the season or whenever it is, as long as he's got the place performing and they're getting points, I don't be funny. I don't expect to win 5-0 against Manchester City or things like that. But I expect to beat the team who haven't scored a goal for so many hours and not won a game in so many games. And then it seems like, for teams on a bad run of form, just play Everton and then you'll end that now.
Seems like it. So, Philip, really appreciate the call. Again, the phone lines are open. The calls are coming in. They're flooding in. 03717 22 33 44. The big breaking news coming to us at talkSPORT about 20 minutes ago that Rafa Benitez has been sacked as Everton manager. All right, Steve, an Everton fan, calling in as well. Steve, what's your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are what they were from day one. I had this with Jim White and Simon. And to be honest with you, look, I'm an Evertonian, I know Duncan, I know lads and what I've been at. I'm a realistic, and I say it from my heart. And I come in and said, it's not going to work. I stopped going to watch the lads, and I've never done that. And I said, you know what? They are going to struggle with him because he's an has-been. I'm alluding to what Perry said, but it's all right for Perry to say now. I said that at the time. Go back when he was at Liverpool, yeah, he was successful to a certain degree. And then the reason why Liverpool got rid of him in the end was because of his style of play and his style of management. What people don't know as well, just getting away from the question you said, at Everton, he was talking to them as I know better than you. What it is, we need to be real now, okay? This is not rocket science. Bashiri, we know, is getting where he's getting his advice from is wrong. We know that, but he's got the money, so we need to keep him on board. What we need to do is, and like Perry said, and I said this prior to Benitez, We are a club in turmoil. I get round Goodison Park, I get round the training ground, I hear the whispers, I know what's what. And what I'm saying to this, there's a lot of work to do. So for me, like I said to Alan Brazil, I said to him, get Duncan in. He's not the top choice. But listen, beggars can't be choosers. We get Duncan in, and if Wayne comes across with him, then that's fine. What we will have, let's be real, what we will have here and now as our beloved Everton Football Club, no one's like us. No one in the world is like our football club. We are what we are. We are the people's club, and that's for the reason.
Steve, 1 second, Steve. Did you say you want Big Duncan, obviously on an interim basis, but Wayne Rooney coming in as well?
Get Wayne Rooney alongside Wayne, and tell me what that does. People will say, "Oh, what does Duncan know? What's Wayne done? Let them learn on the job." What we'll have is going all over the world, possibly, and around the country, supporting our beloved team and knowing we've got our own in charge. And they will give us a foundation. They will give us a stability. They will give us, they'll recognise us again. We'll all of a sudden we'll be known as what we can play as, what we can do. They'll bring. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We'll get our club back. So that's a starting point for me. And then the signings will come and go. Get rid of all the dead wood. Get rid of them 6 or 7 championship players that were carrying that, are taking our club. Taking all the money off the sherry, looking at large mugs. That is a starting point. There's no manager. Pep couldn't sort everything out in 5 years. Let's be real. Duncan, Rooney, get the place rocking. Give us our identity back. If anything, give us our Everton Football Club back to us supporters. Please, that is the starting point. The rest will fall in position. Yet, look at the board, look at the trainers, look at the people around the club. There's people there nicking the living off Everton Football Club. It's a massive, massive job. Start off with Big Duncan and Wayne Rooney and give us our identity back. Please, please, please.
What a great call, Steve.
Love it.
What a call. See, I'm not being funny. That's the passion
you want, right?
that Everton want their team to show.